Welcome to Illuminati Silver's Inner Sanctum, and we're now going to address the comments we made a few weeks ago and elaborate further upon them. The midterm results are over, and the Republicans control the Senate and the Democrats control the House of Representatives. As we stated back in September, once the election is over, Trump will fire his Attorney General, replace him with an ally, and curb the Mueller investigation. This ally is a Matthew Whitaker, a former U.S. attorney and 2014 Senate candidate in Iowa, who joined the Justice Department last fall and has since been Sessions' chief of staff. He has publicly stated, Robert Mueller has no legitimate authority to investigate the Trump's organization's finances, and if he does, which he has, then this would raise serious concerns that the special counsel's investigation was a mere witch hunt. He also mused on CNN in July 2017 that Trump might fire Sessions and replace him with a temporary attorney general. Whitaker noted that federal regulations still gave the Attorney General power over the budget for a special counsel. That temporary replacement, he then said, could move to choke off Mueller's funding, thereby curtailing the investigation. Now, in addition to this, we have heard that although Whitaker was not involved in the Trump campaign back in 2016, and therefore does not have a conflict of interest, he could be referred to the Ethics Committee because of these statements, and others suggesting that Mueller has gone beyond his powers. What many have either ignored or are not aware of is a secret confirmation, some may call a waiver, from McGahn, Trump's former White House counsel, that Whitaker taking over the Mueller supervision would not infringe any ethics rules. We must remember that during the Trump transition, it was McGahn who personally recommended Trump nominate Neil Gorsuch to replace Antonin Scalia and Brett Kavanaugh to replace Anthony Kennedy on the Supreme Court. This has been planned all along. Trump has today threatened the Democrats that he controls the Senate, and if they start to investigate him in the House, then the Senate will investigate their people. He has also fallen out with Jim Acosta of CNN and other reporters today, continuing to call them the enemy of the people. President Trump has now decided to do things entirely his own way. Whether you agree with him or not, and we're not passing judgment here, the result will be internecine warfare between three major entities within the American Constitution: the White House and Senate versus the House of Representatives and the media. Mueller is ready to indict two of Trump's people, and the Congress wants to investigate his tax returns. This, the president will not allow to happen. So we shall either see internecine warfare, or they will all agree to pack their bags and forget the whole dispute. We wonder which is the more likely. You do not have to think too hard. There are going to be exciting times ahead, but perhaps not exciting enough as yet to get gold and silver prices motoring ahead. For those who are very pro the president, and those who are very much against the president, do not allow your bias to influence your judgment. What you wish to happen should never cloud what you actually see happening. There are wheels within wheels. There are closed-door agreements. All is not what it seems. We said last week The Democrats will win the House of Representatives and the Republicans will hold the Senate. Frankly, we thought the Democrats would have 223 seats. It looks as if they may have a couple more, as at the time of writing, the Democrats have 222 and the Republicans have 196, and there are 17 seats still to declare. We can be quite accurate, both in our political assessments and our pricing of gold and silver, because to us, personally, it makes very little difference what happens. We look at things objectively and state them as they are. If we can teach you anything within this inner sanctum, it's that you must often go against your natural instincts, biases and prejudices, which we all have, and do your analysis coldly and objectively. And even if the results are not what you want them to be, you accept them nevertheless. President Trump will now be emboldened because he has no choice. It's the old adage, fight or flight, and we do not see him fleeing.